episode too. Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, we're live. Happy Friday, Keith.
It is Friday. Happy, I don't know.
Happy. Well, it's gonna be happy because we're about to drink 3 beers in a row.
Oh, that's true. So
one of them has no alcohol in it.
It's gonna get happy.
It's gonna get very
more
happy.
like it.
2 people watching already. Cool. I was actually wondering if we're gonna have to like just like fake it until like people showed up and be like, here's what we're doing, but I guess not. So here's what we're doing. Well, first off, Keith and I would both love to thank our lovely ladies for playing along with us and coming out and pouring these beers so that we can actually do this blind. Katie, Carrie, you're the real MVPs.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little blind beer battle of Belgian Pilsners. The big heavyweight, right? Everyone knows Stella Artois. And then we have their non-alcoholic sibling. But then we have the craft beer heavyweight of Treehouse. What Keith is showing, which you can see better on Keith's screen than mine. This is their Belgian Pilsner. It's called Parel. And they actually have a bottle as well, and it's in a green bottle. They were very subtle when they released it. What this beer was supposed to be like. Very subtle, not so subtle maybe. Keith and I, we hung out. What, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks, yeah. Yep.
And we went to Treehouse. We saw that they had this. We split this in a Czech Pilsner. We did 3 and 3, and we're like, let's do this as a blind. We were just going to do these 2, and then Keith was like, they have a non-alcoholic, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. I am excited.
All right. How do you want to start this?
I guess we'll start left to right.
All right. Do the aromas on them?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's start with this one.
All right. That's the Shaun one.
Yes. We actually have matching. Yeah. One of them. Beer Fest glass.
Yeah.
It looks...
It's yellowish.
It's very pale yellow.
Yes. Kind of like the lighting in here isn't great. I forgot to turn my light on again. But yeah, it's kind of like pastel yellow, but like darker.
Yeah, it's not straw. It's not. Yeah, it's lighter than I would expect any of these beers to look like, to be honest.
Yeah. Aroma.
Your nose. Let's do it. Got a very sweet, but you really got to pull for the sweetness, right? You got to like.
Yeah, it smells like. There's almost like sweet corn to it. It doesn't smell like corn, but like that's what the sweetness reminds me of.
I get what you're saying. And there is the slightest of that Belgian, like the Belgian yeast, like a little bit of like a little pepperiness. I'll just like a kiss though.
Oh, yeah. Kiss. Yeah. That's what that was. Like I couldn't put my finger on it.
Now, when was the last time you had a proper, I guess, just a Stella?
I mean, I had a couple of these, but I drank them out of the bottle, so I don't think that's proper. It's been a very long time. Like a proper like pour of Stella. It's been a while.
Yeah, I haven't had it on draft in a while, but like the circle of friends we run in, like with Kaylee's parents' friends, like they love Stella, so like I found myself drinking it a lot. And I find like, and at first I was like, I was like the craft beer nerd, and they were also like, you're the craft beer nerd, you're not gonna like this beer. And I'm like, this beer's fine. It's like it's solid. You know what I mean? It's like a solid macro beer. It's like it's like it has a good amount of taste to it. I think the Belgian style kind of helps accentuate that, like versus like a normal macro beer. Yeah, it's a good beer. So should we taste this? So what are we thinking? Taste this or go through the nose of all of them first? Nose and
We
look.
should go through the nose. We should go through the noses and then
Okay.
And then maybe we can take a guess. And then
Yeah.
we'll taste them and update.
This, from the look perspective, it looks very similar, right?
Yes.
So I'm already.
I can't tell if it's the glass because that other glass is a little wider than this one, but this one looks a tiny bit lighter.
It does. It does. You're right. Yep. I don't know. When I put in the light.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. When I put in the light. No. When I put in the light, you're right. This is just the tiniest bit. You're right.
Yeah. But very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar. No.
Way sweeter.
Oh, this one's sweeter to you?
Oh, what do you? I'm getting less of that Belgian-y pepperiness, and I'm getting more of the corn.
Yeah, I think I know which one this is. Yeah.
The only one that could be are you getting? You're not getting like the corn sweetness out of this one, but you got it out of this one.
No, I am. At first, when I first smelled this, I was like, "Whoa, this is super peppery," but then that kind of went away, and now it just smells like corn.
And there is a little bit of that. There's a little bit of lemongrass too, like a kiss of it, like a touch, maybe a little bit of that lager funk. And like I have Best Buy dates on both.
Little soft sulfuriness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then this one
looks way more.
Very similar to the first one.
Yeah, but a little bit. I would say it's a little bit darker, or as Mike would say, it's a little bit. This looks more like a urine sample.
I don't know. These look almost identical over here. It might be because of the different glasses, like just the way the light is hitting them. But yeah, this one looks almost basically exactly like the first one.
Should we get a nose?
So, let's do it.
Oh. I want to go.
That one, this one smells like the first one, but amped up.
Yeah.
And there's there's a little bit of a skunkiness, but it's the way it comes off, it almost comes off like it's smoky. Almost.
I can see that.
Because it kind of reminds me of how like how some Grodziskis come off, like they're very subtly smoky.
Yeah. But this has that skunky smell that I get sometimes from like a Stella or like a Heineken, right? Like
yeah.
Like I thought I knew what these two were up until I smelled this one.
Yeah.
What is this smell? This is going to be a weird. What? Maybe it's the smokiness you're saying, but there's something else I'm trying to pull. It's going to sound weird. It smells like. It's going to sound really weird. It smells like a pasta with marinara sauce. I don't know why.
I could get pasta. I definitely get that. I don't know if I get the marinara.
Maybe not marinara, but like a meaty sauce. But the meatiness could be that smokiness.
Oh yeah. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to? So I'm gonna say that I think the middle one is the non-alcoholic one because that one kind of stands out from the other ones. So that's my guess. But as far as these, I would say, well, you can guess one.
I'm gonna agree with you that this is the non-alcoholic. I think it has a bigger nose than this one, but since it's missing the Belgian-y yeast characteristics I got from this one, I'm gonna guess this is probably the non-alcoholic. And then
you want to guess one of the other ones?
I think given the skunkiness, I think this is Stella.
Yep.
The OG. And then this has to be.
So the first one's
the Parel, the treehouse.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see if the taste makes us change our minds.
Cheers.
Cheers, Keith.
Yeah.
Very light.
Yeah.
But it has that little bit of like the kiss of the Belgian yeast. The pepperiness doesn't really come through as much as it did on the nose.
No.
But the Belgian, like that, like little bit of sweetness.
And these are both 5%, except for the non-alcoholic, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, but it is a 0 alcohol.
Oh, so not even 0.5.
No.
Oh, okay. So I wonder if this is something like they brewed it and then they just removed the alcohol and like one of those scientific methods.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of the macros are 0 alcohol. Like the Heineken one is 0 alcohol.
Heineken 00, yeah.
I think the Guinness is also 0 alcohol. Yeah.
It is. But then you see like Athletic and all those other like ones, they're always like less than 0.5%. So they're brewing it and then
I wonder if it's just an expensive process to get all the alcohol out.
Yeah, because I know the Guinness specifically says they brew Guinness and then they just remove the alcohol, which is like, how does that science work? Like, I'm sure there's obviously people know how to do it, but I'm like, it just blows my mind.
Yeah, I don't know. You want to try the middle one now?
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, I should drink some water.
Yeah. Well, Keith is grabbing some water.
My small water bottle's dirty, so.
Matches your shirt, and it looks like one of those olive oil bottles. Keith's just chugging olive oil over
there. Were you gonna?
Yeah, I was basically gonna say that like Stella started in 1926. They were sold. No, wait, yeah. And then they were sold to InBev. It doesn't say when they were sold. I'm sure there's somewhere in this history. But yeah, they're owned by AB InBev. For those that don't know, they're relatively large. From a Parel standpoint, from the Treehouse standpoint, this is a blend of Czech Saaz and German Saphir hops. Naturally carbonated, smooth body, pleasing disposition. And I won't read anything else because I'm afraid that would spoil it. Let's try this one.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I am second guessing this one now.
Yeah. Like, I kind of well, I'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, there's a.
Let's try all of them first.
Okay. All right, let's do that.
We make fools of ourselves. So before we try the last one, what were our guesses? The one on the right is Stella. The middle one's the NA, and then the Shelton Brothers is the
Treehouse.
All right.
All right. Let's try this one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I was going to say about the middle one was I still think it's the non-alcoholic because wait.
Wait, you still think which one's an alcoholic?
Wait, hold on.
Which one did you just pick up? The last one you just did?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think I have an idea.
I think I don't know. Because before I tasted the last one, I was gonna say I think the middle one is the non-alcoholic still because I get a little bit of that malt sweetness that you get in some non-alcoholic beers because there's no like alcohol to cover it up.
Yeah.
So you get that like I don't know, malt sweetness, whatever. But I'm getting that in the third one too. So I don't know.
I think the only thing I could think of is this has the most hop character out of all of them.
The middle one.
That makes me think Treehouse. But if I'm playing devil's advocate against myself, if I'm making a non-alcoholic beer, I would want to hide what's missing with more hops.
Right. Yeah.
And if this turns out to be a non-alcoholic Belgian Pilsner, I will be buying this way more.
Yeah.
Because this is awesome.
Yeah, I just went back to the Shelton Brothers, the one on the left, and I get a little bit of Treehouse vibe out of that one. I don't know if it's because they don't use their yeast or anything. So
yeah, because they have to say they must use a Belgian yeast or something.
Yeah, they yeah, a venerable strain from West Belgium. A venerable yeast strain from West Belgium. So
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm switching my order.
Oh.
Stella, Treehouse, Libert. What is it? Liberte?
Yeah.
Liberte? Non-alcoholic? Then again, Keith, I just saw something on the top of the label of the non-alcoholic. Select Saz hops. Shit.
Oh.
Shit.
I'm gonna stay where I am. From left to right, Treehouse, non-alcoholic, and Stella. I'm just gonna
so at least agree on the Stella part. I would be very if this is
man, I don't know. These last two.
This I'm pretty confident, given the skunkiness, it's regular Stella.
Yeah.
But I'm running out of beer. Hold on. Palate cleanse.
Well, you have the list. You could just look it up so you know which one to put more in.
Yeah, that's cheating.
It was a joke.
I was like, wait a second, is he serious? I'm not sure. I guess I could.
Yeah, I was. Well, I mean, you can if you want
to. Your point about and I was dead set until I saw the side of this bottle. It said select Saz hops because they're using Saz and they're using Saphir for Treehouse.
Yeah. they're using a blend of Czech Saaz and German Saphir. Whatever.
There's something about the yeast in this that just I've had enough Treehouse that I think I know.
Which
I think
one?
this is Treehouse. This one. I think this is Treehouse. I'm
The
going to go with
one?
this is Treehouse. Yeah, I'm going to go with this is Treehouse. And this is the non-alcoholic. So I'm going to go non-alcoholic Treehouse Stella. Right?
Every time I taste these, they all taste different. It's making it very hard. I'm like, this one tastes like this, and then I try it again, and it's like, oh, yeah, I didn't get that before. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think you might be right.
I don't know. If this is the non-alcoholic, then the whole game of non-alcoholic beer has been changed by, well, I guess AB InBev, because it's ridiculous. And even if this is even if I'm right here and you're wrong and this is the NA, this is still really damn good.
Well, yeah, I think that's kind of the fun part about this is
we can't kick it out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not like this is absolutely the NA.
Yeah.
Like, I
can
just
tell.
Yeah, I don't know. So I think that's the fun part about including
100%.
the NA in this.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't know it was that good or anything. So
yeah,
I was not including it on purpose. I just saw it and picked it up. So, all right. Did we talk enough about this?
I'm locked in. NA, Treehouse, Stella. Where are you locked in at?
I'm just gonna stay because I could keep changing my mind. I'm doing Treehouse, NA, Stella. So
okay,
we both agree on Stella, and then our other two are swapped.
Okay. Here we go. Can Treehouse. What? Non-alcoholic?
Oh, I said that. I said I could see this one being the non-alcoholic too.
And this is regular Stella? The non-alcoholic Stella is better than the regular Stella. Or it has more flavor. Well, it does have that weird hamburger thing I was mentioning. But so I was right about Treehouse, at least.
I got them all wrong. So.
I like how Carrie wrote. She literally wrote for the regular Stella. She wrote Minnie, like Minnie Mouse.
I did say about the NA that I did get that malt sweetness in this one as well, but I got a little bit. Yeah.
I'm pretty bummed that this wasn't the NA. The middle one. I really wanted it to be. I'm gonna take a sip out of the bottle. Yep, that's definitely. Oh man, that's really good. It's actually way better from the can than from this, probably because this has been sitting and the can is kept a little bit cold. And for anyone watching, look at these bottles. They're mini bottles. They're great.
Drinking the non-alcoholic out of the bottle, you can definitely tell it's a non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Out of the glass, it's tough.
Wow.
Interesting.
This was a very fun experiment.
It was.
What did Mary Beers say? She said, "Cheers to both of us." Oh, sorry, Mercy Beers. Sorry, my bad. I see the first letter and I just assume things. Belgian Stella is a different animal to every Stella. Like Stella from like an actual Belgian poured Stella? Can you still go to a Belgian brewery and get Do they still make it in like Belgium?
I wonder if they do. I wonder if it's like one of those things, kind of like how like craft breweries will contract brew out of a different brewery, but they still have their brewery and they still have their beers.
Yeah, maybe.
There's like a place you can go and get like Belgian made Stella, or is all Stella made in Belgium? I don't know.
I'll get the regular one first.
Oh yeah, brewed in the USA.
So nope. Well, maybe there is still maybe you still can get it someplace in Belgium and do it, but I don't know. If I'm ever gonna go on a trip to go for like a macro-ish beer, well, I know is Pilsner Urquell isn't owned by anyone, right?
I don't know. Not that I know of.
I feel like they're like the last holdout. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nothing says Stella Artois than brewed in St. Louis, Missouri.
Where do you see that?
It's on mine. It's on the right side of the front label.
Right side of the front label. Yep, there it is. Yeah. So it's interesting. So I wonder if they only brew this in the Missouri facility because there is one in New Hampshire right near Mike, Anheuser-Busch facility. But like, yeah. Wait, does the front of your bottle also say 600 years of brewing heritage?
Yes.
It says the beer was first brewed in 1926. That math doesn't check out.
Well, maybe it's the
style.
I wonder if the brewery that started Stella Artois was an older brewery, but Stella is, I don't know, whatever, 100 years old.
So Interbrew, they're owned by Interbrew, and then in 2004, Interbrew was part of the merger creating InBev. So they must have came from Anheuser or InBev. This article doesn't make much sense.
I don't know. With all the mergers and takeovers and stuff, it's hard to keep track of this stuff.
It says Stella Artois is brewed in Belgium and the UK as well as other countries. Much of the beer is exported from Europe. Much of the beer exported from Europe is produced at InBev's brewery in Belgium and packaged in the Beck's brewery in Germany.
Oh.
Stella Artois is also brewed in the Australian market by Lion. In the United States, Stella is imported and distributed by Anheuser-Busch. If it's imported and distributed, then why does it say brewed in the US? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. And like, how is it cost effective to brew it in Belgium and then send it to Germany and package it?
Well, isn't Beck's AB InBev too?
Oh, they are. Yeah, for sure. But like, I'm just trying to think like, wouldn't it make more sense to keep it where it is, package it, and then ship it out versus brew it, ship it in giant vats or whatever, and then send it to Germany and then package it?
Well, isn't that what they do?
Yeah, it is what they do. But I'm just trying to figure out how that's cost effective. But then again, I'm asking questions of like millionaires, billionaires.
It also might be the facility in Belgium is like in a historic building of some sort that they can't expand or whatever, and it may just be easier to do that.
All right, that's fair.
Not easier.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it might just be the cheapest option.
If you had to pick your favorite now,
I don't know. It would have to be. It would probably be between the Treehouse and the Stella, the regular Stella.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because I don't know.
Do you remember how much we paid for it?
Both of my 6-packs for the non-alcoholic and the regular, they were both $10.99. I don't remember.
This was like 8 something, but it's also a 6-pack of 10 bottles. This was $10.99. I just looked it up.
And was
the $18.
I was gonna say they were a little more expensive.
Like, if I had a choice and cost was the deciding factor, I would probably go regular Stella, because $18 is a little bit expensive for a Belgian Pilsner. Don't get me wrong, it's good.
Yeah.
And I will drink the last 2 cans I have for sure. But yeah.
But yeah, it's not twice as good. So yeah. And there was something about the Treehouse that made me think that it was a non-alcoholic beer. So
I was almost there with you, thinking like the hops were added to give it a little bit extra oomph. Which,
but it was just the
watching.
Yeah,
maybe do that with the NA, give it a little extra hops. But then again, I wonder if they added some extra hops to the NA, if it would still be $10.99. Probably not.
It could be. I don't know if they would keep it. They probably make like for the $11 for the 6-pack, they probably make $9. So
yeah, probably.
Man. Now, well, I said it when I didn't know it was the NA, but the NA, specifically when you pour it and you drink it out of a glass, is really good. I like it.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, it's kind of refreshing. It has that little bit of skunkiness, which, like, it sounds weird, but you're kind of accustomed to get with. Maybe I've just been like this Stella doesn't really have that much skunkiness to it. A little bit, but like this does have that weird, like you said, like the smokiness a little bit, and then for me, that weird like meat sauce vibe. And it kind of works. Like if I'm talking, and I've had Heineken 0.0, meh. So I would definitely pick this over Heineken 0.0. Definitely pick this over like O'Doul's. I've had some of Athletic stuff. Like if I want to go completely NA, you know what I mean? Like I don't want any traces of alcohol, then yeah, this is the thing. This and Guinness are probably the two. What would be fun to do is make like a half and half with this and the Guinness 0.0.
Have you had the Guinness?
Yeah. Have you?
No.
It's really good.
I've heard good things. So
it's really good. It's really good. It tastes pretty much like Guinness. It's like 98% Guinness. There's just like a little bit of something missing to just put it over the hump. But otherwise, it's probably one of the better NA beers out there from like a mass market standpoint. Next to like Sam Adams, Just the Haze, which is really good. And Athletic has some stuff, obviously.
Yeah. Sam Adams, Just the Haze might be. I don't know if it's my favorite NA, but it's definitely the best NA that I've had.
That's a good way to put it. There's one that's my favorite NA, and I have 1 can left. They went out of business. Two Roots. They're Hellas. They were in California. They won an award at GABF a couple of years ago. I don't know how they went out of business, but their stuff was amazing. And like I still have one can that I'm holding on to, which I should probably stop holding on to it. I don't know how well.
Yeah.
NA beer. I'm like, this is gonna be great. And like 4 years from now, I'm like, here it is. I just need this to I'm not gonna have another beer when I have this. I'm like, this is terrible.
It's just an oxidized mess.
Yeah,
like I'm
exactly.
glad I held on to it until it wasn't good anymore.
I saw the other half had an NA when I was there, but I didn't get it because they didn't have it in Kansas. They had it in Kansas, I would have got it, but they had it on draft, and I was like, I'm in New York only once. I'm not gonna waste my time on it.
Is it like
it was an IPA. It was a $9 IPA, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna spend that. I'm not gonna spend that. No, I'm not gonna spend that.
Yeah.
Treehouse has to come out with one eventually. They have to.
They don't have any?
They're in every other market. The fact that they came out with energy drinks before NA beers blows my mind.
I was because I looked up the because I was trying to look up this beer on their website. So I was going through their to-go stuff to see to find it, and I was like, and then I was just like looking once I found it, and I forget why I was looking it up, but they've got everything. They've got cold brew, they've got whole bean coffee, they've got, and when I saw the energy drinks, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why is it this is
and I don't know if they're energy drinks. They don't even advertise them as energy drinks. They advertise them as like hydration drinks, like after workout stuff.
Oh,
they have electrolytes in them.
That's right.
But I don't know. I've only bought them once, and it's not bad. It's not bad. Like, but I don't really drink that type of stuff. So I'm like, it was good, but I was like, man. Yeah, no, you're right. It's insane what they make. It's insane. They make everything.
And don't they have like ciders, and they have.
Yep.
What was the other thing?
Woodstock is the only place that you can buy the ciders, and the ciders are freaking good, and it pisses me off because
they have hard seltzers. They have
they have hard seltzers, which aren't that very. Which the ones I've had, some of them I've had a couple. I have one, maybe two that were good. The rest have been pretty much like, and they have a non-alcoholic canned GNT. And you remember all the booze that we were looking at when we were there 2 weeks ago. Like,
I saw all the bottles on there too. I was like, bro, like you can relax. You can not do something. It's okay.
Exactly. Again, I'm still waiting for the wine. Wine's got to be coming. It's got to be around the corner. Treehouse Vineyards 2027. Or Treehouse Napa Valley.
Yeah.
Kyle's gonna be, or that's what they're opening the upstate New York one for. Kyle's gonna be so disappointed when they open. They're like, it's wine.
Yeah, when is that one opening? That one's
I think next year, 2025.
Interesting.
It's like good on them though. Like,
it would be funny though. It
would be hilarious.
If it was like the farm brewery where they only do like they only have a couple hazies, except if they're making wine, they probably won't have any beer, right? Maybe, I don't know.
They're probably, and it would be hard to ship it out, like ship it in too, because that's a fucking trek.
Yeah.
So I imagine that because like the Woodstock Brewery finally started brewing beer, but they're only brewing they started brewing their own beer.
Yeah.
Like their own stuff. And then they did start brewing the core lineup, Green, Haze, and Julius. Which
we talked about that. They have their own labels and stuff, right?
Yeah. That's what I want to do, like a side by side of, and properly like see how it stacks up.
Do it.
This was a freaking blast.
Yeah.
What's the best by date on your Stella and your non-alcoholic stuff?
Stella is April 1st, 2025. The non-alcoholic is February 4th, 2025.
My Stella is July 17th, 2025, and my non-alcoholic is January 2025. Oh, look, Mike, he's on vacation and he's still checking in. Are they brewing? Yeah. If you look at the stuff, like they're brewing it there, and then they're slapping on like the old school labels. They're not shipping it in. Just those three, though. Just those three. So, are you in? Is the question? Are you in? We're gonna do this like a giant blind. We'll send Keith some. We'll send everyone some, and we'll just, rank treehouse versus treehouse.
We should get every barley wine from Treehouse and get everyone bottles, and we should do. I know. We when Shaun and I hung out, we did extensive research on Treehouse barley wines, and the best one was okay. And wasn't a barley wine.
It wasn't a barley wine, no. Spoilers. Yeah, I think I said this in the unboxing video. There's going to be some fun videos coming.
Oh yeah, I forgot we reviewed those.
Oh yeah, Mike's
those videos.
The footage Mike saw may or may not see the light of day.
Yeah.
Maybe in 4 to 5 years after Keith and I get the embarrassment out of our system. It was pretty good.
I had the thought the other day. I was like, Shaun and I should start a separate channel, and that should be our intro video. That should just be like the video on the main page.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. If you compare the videos, that one video to Mike and I's early videos, like back in the day, that pretty much tracks. Yeah. I wouldn't change it for the world though, because that was like one of the funnest nights I've had in a while. I was like, so ridiculous.
It was interesting. That was because I don't really drink like that anymore, and that was like the first time I had like a multi-day hangover.
Yeah,
like I wasn't super hungover every day, but I definitely was not completely well until like 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah, I wasn't well until about Monday, and then I had to fly out to Vegas and do that all over again without barley wines. Just like,
yeah.
But it was a shocking experiment. We won't spoil anything of Treehouse's barley wine program. There's a lot of them. We did it more than just Treehouse barley wines, but
we did.
Yeah, Fridays always ended that way. Yeah, 100%.
I hope I didn't give away too much. I completely forgot that we did reviews, and that we're posting them.
I have 2 uploaded. I don't have the courage yet
to watch them.
I feel like I have to watch them all to make sure we didn't say anything really bad.
Yeah.
Did you watch the ones I sent you?
No.
Yeah. It took a lot just for me, because like I didn't come downstairs until like I got back from Vegas to get the SD card to pull them off. Like I was that afraid to look at any of the videos. And then when I one in particular, this is just a teaser. Even though there's only 3 people watching, and Mike clearly knows probably what we're talking about. I opened one video, and the start of it, both of our eyes were just like, we were just staring into the camera like this, and I was like, "Oh God!" But then, like the next video, we were fine. So, like, I think we had some ebbs and flows. So I don't know, man. And then that one we decided to mix in the middle that we both forgot about.
The one, was it
the Saison?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
the Saison that I totally.
It's funny because I remember drinking it, but I don't remember reviewing it at all. All I remember is like, do you want to drink this one? When we were looking in the fridge, and I was like, yeah. And
yeah,
I don't. And then I remember like drinking it, but I like not in a review kind of way. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah, it was a great evening of Treehouse and then just descending into awesome chaos.
Yeah. I can still taste the ginger.
Oh god, dude, the next I didn't I just dumped the rest of that beer the next day. Didn't even drink it. Yeah, didn't even drink it. That was way too much. Way too much. Like I appreciate I haven't even watched the video. Like I don't even remember if we really liked it that. I remember like kind of saying we liked it, but there was a lot of ginger in that fucking beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate what they did.
Wait,
there,
did you try it the next day?
No, just dumped it.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I could take it.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Cause yeah, there's no way that would have like we were toasted by them, but like
if we got that much ginger being toasted, that would
I don't yeah, I think that beer was what it was. So yeah. This was fun.
The more I drink this NA beer, the more I like it. I just wish there was a little bit more like hop bite. Like take the hops from this and go. Ooh, I have an idea. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make it slightly NA.
Are you doing the two Stellas?
No, I did Treehouse and in the non-alcoholic Stella. Oh. I'm out of regular Stella. Which that may say something that I just well, then again, it's a 7-ounce bottle, so.
Wait, which ones did you do?
I did the
non-alcoholic and the
Treehouse.
The non-alcoholic and Treehouse.
But I poured it into the regular Stella glass.
Oh.
Got a little bit of hop character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give that. Oh, shit. Imagine if he pulls out like all the Stellas too. What are you drinking? If this was a 2% beer, I'd buy it in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So he's drinking, you're drinking low ABV too.
Of course, every single time. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry.
But we can hear you fine.
No, I'm getting phone calls now immediately.
Amateur.
I don't have to do this anymore.
He's supposed to be on vacation. Where's Chan? I hope he realizes he's still on camera.
He just muted and then walked away.
It's fine. All right, I guess since we already did this one, we can say pouring a brilliant golden U with a robust head of foam and unveils a clean, crisp, and zippy profile. I would say agree to the zippy profile. That surely satisfies your thirst. Enjoy notes of lemongrass, juniper, and a soft, noble character that lingers in the finish. Lemongrass, yes. Noble character, juniper?
I don't get juniper.
No.
Maybe just like a touch of juniper, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like not enough to put it on the can. No.
So how's the grapefruit shandy? Is it better than the lemon one?
Say it again. Sorry.
Is the grapefruit better than the lemon?
Yes. It's excellent.
It is?
Really, really excellent. Yep.
Nice.
That's coming next.
Oh wait, what are you drinking in there? The grapefruit or the lights on?
I just finished this.
Oh, gotcha.
No, lights on.
Is that a Radler? Or like a grapefruit Radler? Okay. What is it, like
What's the
3% or something?
That's 3.2. 3.1.
Nice.
I haven't had the lights on in a while.
We had a lights out a couple weeks
Apparently,
ago.
me neither.
Yeah. That's why we didn't do yesterday.
Yeah, that's why I added this comment earlier. Glazed.
Yeah. You only saw the last video. You haven't seen the progression, but you probably understand where
No.
the progression started from.
Yeah, Sean, we used to do this every Friday. We'd drink it till the last one wasn't releasable, and then we would
wait 3 years and say lost episode. Oh, hey Josh.
He's
I
got
didn't realize Josh
he
was
was,
up there with you.
what's that?
I didn't realize Josh was up there with you too.
Yeah, he just got here. That's the phone call. As soon as I got on, I was like, "Oh, hold on."
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Should we release those in order? Probably, right?
We have to. Yeah. And then and then that very last video, we then decide what to do with it. Then again, we probably need to watch. We probably need to watch the very last review video at least to make sure that's.
Oh yeah. Isn't that one on my channel?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I watched the beginning of the Forgotten Roads barley wine, the little baby can, and that's going to be interesting too. I haven't edited it yet though. I bet that's going to be.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. We were really pushing the double.
This is
double
the
digits.
treehouse. Do you want to know the order?
I know the order.
I mean, do you want to know what we thought?
I watched.
Oh, you did watch. Okay. I don't have any Stella left. Well, there's Stella in the fridge. This is the non-alcoholic. Do you get meat sauce?
What?
Like meat sauce?
No. Like A1 sauce or something?
No, like a pasta meat sauce. Like a smoky meat sauce. What do you think of that, though?
Like
That
a
says non-alcoholic.
bolognese?
Yeah, I think so.
I
They're
mean,
not
it's definitely
alcoholic?
not my thing. But
Yeah.
Keith, do you get bolognese from that?
You think this is going to have more flavor?
I thought it would have.
No.
But
I know what there is kind of like a ground beef thing to it. So it's like but it doesn't taste like ground meat or ground beef or whatever. But there is like
I guess you. I mean, the way you said meat sauce.
That's what I said too. Well, cool. Because Keith was like, I got like a smokiness, and I was like, it sounds weird. I got like a red meat sauce thing to it. I don't know. Yeah, that's what Mike just said. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Mike, I have 5 more bottles of this. I'll definitely see. I don't think I'll be crushing 5 more before the next time I see you.
Is that the non-alcoholic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. I can't wait to not have it.
You'll have it.
Tastes like meat sauce. No.
Hey, Mike, try this. It tastes like meat sauce. But it's a Belgian Pilsner. Yeah, I know it's weird, but trust me, it's good.
What if that was the next craft beer trend? Like other have turned all their like 8.5% IPAs into like what they actually are called. Like
broccolini and
stuff. Broccoli cheddar.
They have
and it actually tastes like that. Yeah. But what if they're gonna start making them so that they actually taste like that.
Yeah, I actually hate the way they name their beers because of that. Like, why would you name something broccoli cheddar? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I know like Lights On isn't like an awesome name for a beer, but like it doesn't.
Well, yeah, you're
like
right.
calling things after foods and then it doesn't taste like it is weird.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago. Yeah, they have some interesting naming conventions. Oh, you did? Okay, because I said, okay, look, she spelled it like Minnie Mouse. Disney. Wow. Thank you. Bye, Winnie.
Mm.
Yeah, because there is a can that I got. So when I went, bought a case, and the guy was like, "Hey, take these two for free." And I was like, "Oh, cool, man." And one of them was like the spaghetti one that like I already had, but it was like, yeah, spaghetti and meatballs. And it's like, well, that's not. It's not called that, but it's something similar. But it's like, yeah, why would you call it these weird things? And they have other beers that aren't called that, so I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is like I say that, but then like I'm eating like tavern slice. No, not eating. I'm drinking tavern slice by Hot Butcher and stuff. But
and all their names are freaking bonkers too.
Yeah, like Rawaka Mania, I can get behind that. It's but like I don't know, naming stuff after food is strange.
Yeah.
Like I like their other halves, like all green everything, all Citra everything, like small Citra everything. Like those kinds of ones I think are really cool. And I like some of their like the space diamonds and stuff like that.
Space diamonds
is mostly for the can art. My thing with other half was definitely like can art. Well, not all of the beers, but some of them.
Some of them are some of their can art is really on point. Mike, the Space Diamonds is the one I gave the other day. It's all galaxy.
Yeah,
did I give you Space Diamonds too, Keith?
Yeah, that used to be.
So do you still have it?
That used to be.
Oh, cool.
That was like one of my favorite other half beers. One of them.
Oh, it's so good. So yeah, we can do a 3-way review next week, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, it was nice jumping in for a few minutes. I do got to go. Sorry.
Cool.
Okay.
Later, dude. Tell Chan and Josh and especially Bruce. Later.
I will. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Chan's probably like, what the fuck are you doing?
He's like, I sneaked away to get on the live stream for a few minutes. It's like, you're on vacation, bro. Just.
The one thing I didn't think of was ABV. Oh, they're all 5%. Never mind. Well, this is 5%.
I said that.
Oh, I didn't hear you say it. Sorry, my bad.
I said they're all 5% except for the obvious non-alcoholic. I don't remember when I said it. Or maybe I just said it in my head. I don't know.
I do that a lot too. Do you think Stella would be as popular if it didn't have the full, you know what I mean? Like elegant looking label top? If it was just green?
Probably not.
I'm not gonna lie, like even the small, like I like that it has the embossed Stella Artois. I don't know if you can see it on this one. Like this has the embossed Stella Artois on the bottle. Does yours have that?
Oh, does it have? It does have it around the.
Oh, really?
It has it around the. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it is actually. It looks really cool.
That's like an old school bottle.
Yeah. This was the funnest experiment I've done in a while. We should try to do more of these.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else, like, what other beers has Treehouse copycatted?
Yeah, or any other brewery. I can't think of. Like, I'm positive there were other ones, but I don't know if. I don't know if there are ones that I've had that were like as close as this one.
Yeah.
Because like this one's pretty close.
Yeah. Minus the extra hops, like that's what kind of gave gave it off to me with the extra oomph of hops. Which makes sense considering it's double the price. That's where they spent all the money, was on the hops. I thought it would be like to do like Bud Light Lime against Night Shift's Night Light and Limelight. Can you get Night Shift?
Yes.
I
I just stopped at a store yesterday that had some Night Shift. I don't know if they had those though. I think they had the Night Light one, but I don't know if they had the Lime one.
The Lime one's actually pretty good. Like I personally like it for like camping trips and stuff like that. It's really good, but I probably wouldn't recommend buying Night Shift nowadays anyways, because like usually the cans are old and it's very hit or miss. They're supposed to expand to Philly at one point, like the PA area, and then I think that fell apart.
It's hard for breweries these days. I've heard of like 3 breweries in like the last few days that closed.
Really?
Or are closing. Yeah. One of them was one Kyle posted about. He shared the one for the North.
Oh yeah.
They're closing. There was at least one other one that I saw, but I don't remember. How's Treehouse doing so well? Like, do people especially the amount of beer they produce? Like, are people really buying that amount, like that much beer?
I think so, because like think about it, like even before they opened any other brewery, let's take After Monson, let's take Charlton. That was a destination location, right? And that was a big place. Everyone wanted Treehouse. They would go there and they would come out with cases and cases. And when I go like to Tewksbury and pick up with like, if I just do like the drive up pickup, a lot of folks, they'll come out with like 2-3 cases, and I'm just like, I'm getting like a couple 4-packs, but like at the end of the day, like this is way more convenient for a lot of people than Charlton is or Deerfield is. So they're getting all the people like from the greater Boston area, because that's why they call it like Treehouse. They don't really call it Treehouse Tewksbury. They call it Treehouse Greater Boston because it's closer to so it's like people are I'm curious how Trillium is still keeping up with it and still making profit, because Trillium was doing what Treehouse was doing before Treehouse kind of came in, I think. I think they're still just making more consistent beers. It's living up to the hype, I guess. I don't know.
Not their barley ones.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But then I wonder like what breweries like, and like Notch expanded, like they have those 2 locations now, and then like I think like Sylvaticus, I'm like, how does it still breaks my brain why Sylvaticus isn't more popular, you know what I mean? Like then because like their lagers are,
but that might be, I feel like with breweries like that might be an intentional thing. Like especially in the current climate, like they don't want to expand and then have to pull back.
Yeah.
I have this Treehouse barley wine. I wonder if it's good.
Which one's that?
Tree of Life.
Where'd you get that one?
I think my buddy Tom gave it to me like 2 years ago.
Are you gonna pop a barley wine right now?
No.
No. Oh, actually, no. I've had Tree of Life.
It was like one of their. I think it was one of their like first barley wines.
I've had Tree of Life. I don't know if I have regular, but I think I've did it solo. The one I had was coffee. I think it was good.
Yeah, this was canned on 4/13/20. So 2020.
4 years.
This wasn't one of their first barley ones. But yeah. It's the first barley wine that I remember seeing from Treehouse. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, Tree of Life. Now that I think about it, that seems like. Yeah, I'm going to be very selective about the barley wines I buy from them, or just not do it. Or look at my barley wines elsewhere.
Yeah.
Everyone will see what we mean very shortly.
Yeah.
Now I'm out of beer.
So, yeah. I've got a little bit of Stella left.
What do you want to do? You want to keep going? You want to have another beer? Up to you.
Sure.
Do you have stuff to do?
I don't think so.
No.
Not tonight.
Yeah, I could do another beer, and then I have to eat. But because if I don't eat, this will probably go downhill really fast. And the question is, what do I have in the fridge? What beer is the question? We could just pick a beer, and then we could just talk about Linkin Park.
Okay.
All right, let me go get a beer. I'll be back.
All right. When you come back, then I will go get a beer.
Cool.
Because I don't
Entertain
know.
people.
I don't know if I have just a beer in here that I want to drink. All of these are like higher ABV in here. So I don't think I'm going to drink any of these. What is... Yeah. Come back, Shaun, so I can go get a beer. Oh. Hello, Billy. How are you doing? It's 104 degrees. Jeez. It just started, thankfully, it just started cooling down out here in New Jersey, at least. I don't know. Shaun can talk about the weather by him when he comes back. If he comes back. But yeah, this was fun. Hopefully we can find another one to do like this, whether it's Treehouse or another brewery.
Okay, you can go now.
Okay. What beer did you get?
I grabbed a green. Why? What are you thinking? Do we have anything we could do together? The same?
The only one that I can think of is the porter that you gave me.
I don't have another one of those. I literally only bought one can for you. So you can remove that whenever you want. Oh wait, do you have the Czech pills?
Yeah. You want to just do that?
Grab that. I'll grab that too.
Okay.
It's right over here.
Oh.
I can still yell into the mic if anyone's still listening.
Ha 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 ha.
Got it. All right, let's move these over to the side. So yeah, so Keith will get that. And then we'll make this a little bit more presentable. Yeah, I hope everyone liked what we're doing. If anyone's watching in the past or in the future, watching in the future. That glass did not fall. I hope the future is pretty good. It's past election day. I hope it's really good. Just do that. Yeah, if anyone can think of any other like breweries that do sort of a macro clone, I guess, let us know, because this was really fun. A macro clone plus like an NA was the really interesting thing. I think it would be harder to find like more of like a macro, like a regular NA versus another NA if it's like a craft beer. But from a macro standpoint, like Stella seemed to do pretty good with that one. Trying to think of other macro beers that have like an NA counterpart. Well, obviously Heineken, but Keith and I talked about that. That was meh. Does Bud Light have an NA counterpart? I don't think so. Is that just O'Doul's? Let's see. NA macro beers. Like, what's your favorite macro beer? Other than Guinness, obviously, we know Guinness is really freaking great. Sam Just the Haze is great, but there's nothing, you can't really compare Sam Just the Haze to anything else, because I don't think Sam really makes like Wicked Hazy isn't really up there, but I guess we could try like Keith's back. I guess we could try to do a blind of like Guinness and Guinness's Double Zero. But I feel like it'd be easier to do. But if I feel like if you're doing two, it would be a little bit easier to kind of tell. You know what I mean?
We could do. There's a couple different Irish stouts on the market now, so like we could do the Guinness NA, and then do like a Murphy's or something.
That's a possibility. I did a Guinness and Murphy's blind 2 or 3 years ago. For St. Patrick's Day, I had Kerry, I think, and I'm pretty sure I picked Murphy's. I pick Murphy's every time.
Murphy's is
like I love Guinness because it's so easy to get. But like if there's like between Murphy's and Guinness, it's always going to be Murphy's. Yeah. It's got that little bit extra chocolate.
Yeah, but there's like Forged or something Irish stout now, and then there was another one. I don't remember. Are we doing a quasi review of this?
I don't think we have to.
Okay. Then we didn't need the same beer.
No, we probably didn't. But whatever. I mean, like we could if we have it, but like whatever. We can just talk.
Look at that.
Oh, that's an awesome glass.
I know. I found
the head is really good on this beer. We're not doing a review, but the head is really nice. What do you get on the nose, Keith?
That's a solid 3 fingers. That foam is solid. I can sleep on it.
All right, just to prove that we're not doing a review, I'm going to take a sip before I really smell it. Crackery malt, a little bit of funk. There's a good amount of funk. Doughy malt is the best way to explain this, and it's on the back of the can. That makes sense.
I was gonna say it's crackery-ish, but yeah, doughy is.
Yeah,
doughy is. And it's 4%.
Yeah,
I actually drank one of these the other day. I had a few.
Oh no,
I've
had one of these too. The when I went down to North Carolina in July, my friend was like, "Oh, can you get me?" I was like put in a treehouse order because we're driving. I'll bring a bunch down. They like, get this. I'm like, can I just keep a can? They're like, yeah, sure. And then I didn't have any when I was down there. And then when I came back home, I was like, oh, this is freaking great. And like, yeah, 4%. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the reason I guess. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, finish.
I was just gonna say, because this doesn't taste like it's 4%. It tastes like it's like drinking it. I would say at least 5.
Yeah, it's very bright. It's very effervescent. It's freaking delicious. For those that are watching, it is Treehouse's Czech style lager called Easy Does It, which is the perfect
pale lager.
Premium pale lager, yeah.
It's Czech premium pale lager.
Was this 13 or 14?
It's probably like 24. I was expecting. It was probably 18.
I don't know if it was $18, Keith. Did they have Little Fire and Little Fire Oak when you were here 2 weeks ago? They have that on cans now. I sent you both before, but I think the only smoked one was. Oh, they did? You didn't get them? Weird.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to bring too much back.
Yeah. They have so many lagers now. Like they have their like Oktoberfest, and I was like, I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna get it. But it's like insane. You just can't keep up. Like they have Trail Billy Goat Cascade, which is just sounds bonkers. Trail Wet Hop Billy Goat. Hey dude, what's up, man? It's got to be what time in Australia right now?
It's like almost. Was it almost 24 hours? 24 hours?
9:32 a.m. Morning. Yeah. But the reason I asked about, I mentioned Lincoln Park was I saw your post on Facebook, and then I immediately sent it to Kerry. Because last night I was like, we were doing something, and I went into my office and I saw like a pop up, and I was like, Lincoln Park released a new song. And they announced their female singer, which has been like rumored for a while now. And I was like, let's put the song on, and we put it on, and Kerry goes, she likes Linkin Park way more than I did. Like I always liked the first. I liked the first CD. I got into them, and I liked them enough, but like never super into them. But she still loves them, and she was like, "What'd she say?" She said something like, "You can tell that Chester was the main songwriter," and I was like, "He never was." I was like, "It's always been this guy, Mike. He's always been him." Like she goes, "This is pretty lame," and I was like, yeah, this song is very tame for a single. But then we watched the live stream we didn't watch the whole thing. Like we picked like 3 or 4 songs, and like she did sound good, but she also sounded like she was losing her voice a couple times.
Katie, because I talked to Katie about it because like apparently the same day that Linkin Park was unveiling their new singer was the same day that Derek Whibley from Sum 41 was having a announcement, and everybody was like, "Oh,
yes, everyone."
Derek Whibley is the first one from.
People were posting videos of him singing with them and stuff like that, and like doing yeah.
So day of, I only saw the Derek announcement, and I didn't see anything about Linkin Park.
Wait, what was the Derek announcement? I missed it.
It was just something about like he wrote a book and he was doing something. It wasn't anything exciting.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like arguably it wasn't even like an important announcement. It was just kind of a whatever. And then like a day or two later, Katie was like, "Oh, did you see the videos I sent you? It's Linkin Park's new singer." And I watched a little bit of the video, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." Like
Yeah, there were definitely parts like she definitely sounds really good in some parts.
Yeah. But then I saw that thing today and I was like, oh, I guess.
Yeah. And then I Googled it and I started fact checking and I was like, oh crap, it's true.
Yeah. I looked into some things before I shared it because I didn't want to be just like
Yeah.
that. And I was like, oh, this is
Did their PR
This
team
is-
not decide to look into that?
I don't know.
But yeah, for the most part, she sounded pretty good. From like I would never really think about don't have to beer clock. Yeah, of course. I wouldn't really have like, what are you trying to do when you jeez Louise. You remember the other day when you attacked him multiple times? Yeah.
Hi, Winnie.
Are you trying to get up on the thing? No, I'm not gonna let you. Okay. All right. You're just being awkward up here right now. Can I put you down, please? Yeah, I know. There's a whole other people upstairs that can attend to you right now. So were you a big are you a big Linkin Park fan or just like
I mean that Hybrid Theory, their first album was a big album for me when it came out, but I wouldn't say Linkin Park was, maybe at the time Linkin Park was like a big thing for me, but like there are definitely bands that I like, Limp Bizkit, that I kind of I listened to more over the years, and I do go back to that album, but as far as like any other Linkin Park stuff, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat. Like, and I wouldn't even like. I'm definitely nowhere near as a Limp Bizkit fan as you are. But if I was going to put something on from that genre and that time period, I would most likely pick Limp Bizkit over at least like their first 2 or first 3 albums over Linkin Park. I've seen them at least once, maybe twice.
I saw them at Ozfest. I think I went to 2 or 3 of them. So it was like real early 2000s. I can't remember which ones I went to. 2001 and I can't remember if I went 2 years in a row. I think 2001 was definitely one of them.
Yeah, it's funny. Like time just kind of melds together. Like I've definitely been like Mike and I went to many Ozfests together over the years, but like which ones they were is like I don't know.
Yeah, and even as I say that, like, oh, I went to Ozfest, whatever. Like, it doesn't even feel like I'm saying that as like I did this. It feels like more like just like a fact, just like a It's not a memory. It's just a fact.
I would say that's valid. I would say but I just looked up the lineup from 2000. I was clicking through the Wikipedia page, and I definitely distinctly remember. So I definitely went to 2000. I was a sophomore in high school, mainly because Pantera was on it, and that was the very first time I've ever seen Pantera live. And I just remember that being like the pit was like absolutely I think it was the craziest mosh pit. Well, obviously I was a sophomore in high school. Like, of course it was probably the craziest mosh pit I've ever been involved in. Right. But like, that was an interesting, like, that's a pretty like Static X, Incubus, Godsmack, Pantera, Kitty, Soulfly, Taproot. Remember Slaves to Dope and Shovel?
Yeah. Slaves on Dope is yeah, I still listen to them. That's one of the bands that they weren't that big, but that was I don't think I went to 2000. I think the first one was 2001.
I must have skipped 2001 because I did not see Manson and I did not see Slipknot at an Ozfest. But I saw Crazy Town. So was I there or was I at the second stage? Yeah, I don't know. definitely didn't go to 2000. Oh, I definitely went to 2001. Maybe I skipped it. Maybe I went 2000, 2002, because 2002 I definitely maybe I did go to 2001. I don't know. Like you said, it's all just a memory and everything's just a blur back then.
So I definitely went to 2001, and I think that was the first one. Oh wait, hold on.
I bet Mike would definitely know which ones we went to. He has a memory. He says he doesn't have a memory, but I'm better than I do.
Yeah, so I think I went to 2001 and 2002.
Yeah, I remember seeing Edema.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah.
And I went to 2003. It's funny a bit. I was just listening to a band that was at 2003 today. I was just listening.
Which band?
I hadn't listened to the Memento. I hadn't listened to that album in like, I don't know, a while, a long while. Oh yeah, I definitely went to 2003.
I don't remember 2003 because I don't remember Korn, Manson, and like both of them. But like I remember seeing Killswitch on the second stage and not liking Killswitch back then, but liking Shadows Fall. So I must have been to that show.
It's funny because most of the stuff that I remember, except for 2003 or 2002, I know I went to 2002 because I had to leave during System of a Down.
Oh shit!
So that's the only like big stage band that I remember. All the other things I just remember the like Memento and Endo, Motograder, Nothing Face. Yeah.
There was I definitely saw, I'm trying to find the date. I definitely saw a Drowning Pool at one of them where they were like throwing shit. They were literally throwing the grass from behind. But I don't know when that was because clearly he didn't last for that long. Unfortunately.
Wait, what was that? Are you talking
I definitely saw a Drowning Pool at one of them, but I forget which one it was, and I thought it was the main stage. But the one from 2001 says they were on the second stage. And then 2002 says they canceled after August 14th because of the death of the lead singer. Did they play Massachusetts before that? Oh, they did. Shit. Okay. So that means I saw him a month before he died.
Oh.
Yeah, because they were like chucking like parts of the lawn up to the stage and shit like that. I would have been a senior in high school at that point. Sure, everyone's like, this is a riveting conversation, guys. You guys could reminisce offline. Oh, here we go. We had a festival here. Oh, Big Day Out. I know Big Day Out. It was the shift so fucking good in late 90s, early 2000s. Insane lineups. Yeah.
Wow.
I remember hearing about Big Day Out. I feel like all the European festivals, and I know Australia is not European, but I'm just like, I guess a lot of the overseas metal festivals always seem way better than the ones we get here in the States. Courtney Love was so fucked. Oh, I turned it off. So fucked. She got on our group bus and was keen to go back to her country before security pulled us off. That's fucking amazing. Now I just have whole songs stuck in my head.
So I think I went to 01, 02, and 03. Yeah, that makes sense because I went to 01 with a friend of mine, and then I went to 02 by myself, and then I went to 03 with a different friend. So yeah, that makes sense.
I miss Ozfest. So I miss that type of stuff. Like obviously as an adult, like the idea of going to an all day concert is like, oh god. Like we have Boston
Right.
Calling every year, and like in Boston, obviously, and it's like 2 or 3 days, and I'm like, that sounds great, but like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. It's like I like when there's live streams of things, so that I can either I can put it on, and then if there's like something playing that I don't care about, I can go do something and then come back.
Like I was obsessed when they had Lollapalooza was just here. What was that? What was right before Lollapalooza? Was it Lollapalooza, or am I thinking of something else? Either way, Deftones played both of those festivals, and I was most excited about their stuff, and I literally put it on and I just watched it on the couch, and I was so happy. And Carrie watched it with me, and there was swears, and Kelly's like, I heard that, and I was like, you go to concerts, it's fine. It's what you're gonna hear. They're gonna swear, but like I don't know, like that's just the type of stuff that live streams are good, but like I feel like once I get to a concert, I'm fine with a concert, but the idea of going to a concert, you know what I mean, is like oh my God, I got to drive 45 minutes. I got to find parking. I then got to be home. We're not going to be home until midnight, 1 a.m. But I have fun when I'm there. You know what I mean? Like that's the
right.
God, I'm fucking old.
Deftones is the one like new metal band or whatever you want to call it that I did not get into that everyone seems to love. So.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I think there's a couple bands like that like are like big names that are bands that I just like didn't really get into, and Deftones is one of them.
Deftones to me is like the one band from that era that has survived and surpassed the test of time for me. Like Korn is, I still can appreciate Korn in some senses, but they're pretty silly. I can still definitely appreciate Limp Bizkit. I can still put on their songs. Same with Korn, and like they're still pretty silly. But clearly, Limp Bizkit is just having a fucking blast, which is what I appreciate about them. But Deftones for me, and if Mike is watching, he's gonna probably fucking join the chat again and just fucking stare and then leave. But like, I feel like Deftones for me, like they still sort of they've been evolving, and they still take themselves a little bit more seriously, and they're not like, I don't know, they're I don't know, lyrically and stuff like that, like they're not as silly, if that makes sense. And they've always been that band that like I'll still listen to them without shame, I guess. Like if I was putting them on, like it's hard because also I think also with like Limp Bizkit and Korn, for example, you can't really listen to them everywhere, mainly because of swearing and some of the shit they say, you know what I mean? Whereas Deftones is either they do say a couple swears here and there, but you either if they do it, it's like tossed away, you really can't understand it. Whereas Limp Bizkit and Korn, like they're pretty much like you can't put it on at like a family cookout. Whereas Deftones, like they may not like the music genre, but they don't know what they're saying. Yeah.
I was going to say something to that. I don't remember.
Of comments.
Oh, I saw the
I've never been to Warped Tour. Never been to Warped Tour.
I went to. I think I went to one Warped Tour. Maybe. I think it was Warped Tour. Yeah, maybe.
My thing with Warped Tour was like I was never into, like back in that day, I was always into like the new metal stuff, right? Like Korn, Limp Bizkit, Deftones, obviously what we're talking about. And I was never into punk. And I'm still not really that much into punk. Like I'm not like a Blink fan or anything like that. But they started, obviously Warped Tour did kind of like start having more and more like hardcore-ish metal bands, but like I never really got into Warped Tour to the sense of where I wanted to go. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers. What's an infinite ghost?
I don't know.
Tell us what an infinite ghost is. We'll share a beer. What's Drewies? Keith saw Limp Bizkit recently, and he became accidental famous by showing up on Big J Okerson's video podcast.
Oh, it's a parish beer.
Oh, parish beer, nice.
I guess it's a variant of Ghost Inside the Machine, maybe.
Nice.
Or Ghost in the Machine, or whatever it's called. Yeah, that was July 30th, I think.
I definitely think I need to see
so
them
same.
come around. Yeah, so the same month. Oop. Football's back.
Yes.
I'm excited. Go Pats. Sunday. Keith's like, I don't know.
Nobody. Only people only cared about. Well, maybe not people who live in Massachusetts, but the outside world, outside of Massachusetts, people only cared about the Patriots when Tom Brady played for them.
100%.
Because like ever since he left, you could tell me the Patriots don't exist anymore, and I'd be like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know. I'm most excited about this season only because like new coaches, whole new regime. It's like, all right, let's see what happens without both, Brady and Belichick, the double Bs, and see what happens.
Right.
But wait, do you like football?
I know football. I don't know. It's kind of fun to watch sometimes.
Oh, do you have a team that you like to
No.
that you root? Okay, fair enough. Sometimes just watching football for football is all that it matters.
Yeah.
And if you have no stakes in the game, then it's good. Ghost variant. I don't know if I've ever had Parish.
Ghost in the Machine?
I know the label. I like the label. It's weird. The funny thing is like the label's like in my head and I can see it, but I've never had it.
Actually, now that you say that, I could have sworn I've had it, but now I don't know if I had.
It's such a distinctive looking label that maybe you're like, oh, I must have
Yeah.
had that beer.
Yeah. I don't know.
This beer is so delicious. Like it's so hard not to just like crush.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And it's nice because it is chuggable, but for 4%, it also has like some substance to it, so that like it could be, if you wanted it to be a sipper. See you, Sam. Thumbs up.
Double.
But yeah, it's good beer, which I don't like saying about Treehouse. Man, how do you make so many beers and just completely fuck up barley wines?
Hard.
Like isn't that hard? Like all the breweries that make really good barley wines are like, we used one malt and we boiled it for 12 to 15 hours. And it's like, you can't do that. Like, what are you doing?
Because I guarantee you, Treehouse was probably like, there's no way they're watching this. We're an hour 40 minutes into it. They're probably like, oh man, what can we do to make put our stamp on it? Like, I don't know. What if we toss a little bit of granola into it? Because I don't know. But yeah, that's the one thing that makes me happy though, is like we found a chink in their armor.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like one of those weird like reality things that's like is this reality? Like, are they doing this as a joke or like what
Can you
is
imagine
this?
that? They're just fucking up
They're
barley
just
wines left and right to see if people keep buying them. And they're like, you know what? You know what? We'll just brew the same barley wine. We'll brew a shitload of it. We'll brew a fuck ton of it. And then we'll just put it in all different things. We'll put it in Madeira barrels, bourbon barrels, Scotch barrels. We'll fucking smoke one of them. And then we'll just see if people spend $20. Well, then again, the smoked one was like 12 or 10 or 12 bucks.
It was 10.
Yeah. So we'll see if
that's
people
why that's why I got 2, because
Yeah.
I was like $10. I'll buy it. Like, it's only 12 ounces, but it's a barley wine. It's a smoked barley wine. I'll pay $10 for that.
Like, it's just a running joke amongst in Treehouse Land that they're like, yeah, it's fine. We'll just make shitty barley wines and see what people say. And it's finally like just you and I on the internet calling them out. Do better, Treehouse. Do better.
We've had enough. We're standing up.
Like, once we start releasing those videos, I'm tagging them in every single post. I'm going to find Nate's personal account. Call him out in the comments. Dude, what the fuck? What is this?
Just like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's they I mean, I don't think it says there's 2 people watching, but like, I won't give too much away, but they don't even taste like they were trying to make barley wines. It's not even like I've had barley wines that like didn't hit the mark, but like you could tell that they were barley wines.
Yeah.
Like those seemed different. Those seemed like not that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I like want to like get Nate in an uncontrolled environment and like be like, hey man, I'm like 10 minutes away from your Tewksbury location. Would you like to come down here and do a blind taste, like a real blind taste test, like you do on your channel, and let's see which one you pick?
Were we watching those?
Oh fuck, we were.
I
think we were
I
laughing.
I just got a
You got
vague
that little
memory of
Yes, we definitely were.
of
We
him
definitely were.
of him
Yeah.
standing behind a barrel with
Doing blind beer videos. Yes,
yeah.
we did. It was like
But it was like
he was doing like
it
macro
was like-
beers plus some macro beer.
Yeah. I remember. Whoa, I didn't remember that at all until you said that.
That's how
Yeah,
brown
I
eyes
remember.
work.
I remember it being very like, yeah, of course you can tell the difference, or something. It was very like,
Yeah.
it was very not a very good blind taste test.
Yeah, it's like, come on. That's what we need to do. We need to get him to do this, and to add it into the mix, we'll get a bottle of Parel too. Just fuck them all up. Nate, if you're watching, challenge. You're challenged. You're challenged?
Yeah.
No, we're challenging you. Not that we're saying you're challenged. Like challenged, like
Well,
mentally. But
you said
Yeah.
you said the bottles are green bottles, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder how like the light struck version of those are.
It's just a little bit of the skunk.
Yeah. I like that. Apparently that's an off flavor, but I love it.
I don't mind it. It gives you like a little. It's like sharp. It's a sharpness. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, yeah, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, like when I get a good Grolsch bottle, and it's got that skunkiness. Oh, I love that.
Good Grolsch bottle. Yeah, that's a good pull. That's a good pull.
Yeah.
But if we were to line up barley wines for him, what would we line up? We need definitely one of at least 2 of theirs.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Depending on how many we were doing, like 2 or 3 of theirs, and then who does good barley wines? Maybe a Cane Brewing barley wine.
We'd have to toss Bigfoot in there for like the control, right? Like that's like the biggest.
Yeah, except everyone would know what that was because most breweries brew. Oh yeah, an aged one would be okay. Yeah, because I think most breweries do English style barley wines for the most part.
Yeah.
Who makes a good barley wine? Jeez.
We
We could get like a hype barley wine, like an Aaron or something. Throw just
and then do you think like he would taste it and go, God, this is the best thing in the fucking world, and he just shits all over it though, just for the sake.
Or he's like,
in hours, I gotta shit on it.
Or he drinks an Aaron and he's like, this is the Treehouse barley wine.
They're like, nah, bro, nah, not even close. I'd love to sit down and be like, hey, can you drink this this smoked barley wine, like this whole thing in like a sitting? Like, just can I watch you drink it? And he'd be like,
Yeah. I'm not gonna say too much about it because we haven't posted any other.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, we gotta stop.
That is yeah, I have my thoughts.
Yeah, we have our thoughts, and you will see our thoughts, all of our thoughts. Trust me, you'll see all of our thoughts and all of our sleepiness, and it's gonna be a fun. It's a fun ride for everyone. I feel like we need to release like every other day, and just like you release one, I release one, and then it just goes, and then people are just like, "What the fuck?" You can see like as we descend into.
Yeah, there are 7 of them, so we could do a week.
Oh yeah, we could do a whole week.
Oh wait,
no, we would have to release some
channels. Do we
release them? No, I guess we could figure out how to do it. Like release one on each channel every day, because there's 3 on yours, 4 on mine, and then technically the bonus episode, which no one's gonna see until later. We should start a Patreon, or we should just start like a GoFundMe. If you guys want to see this one, it's really fun. It's actually not that. It's not that bad. It's just.
No, it's just it's more like, what did we do to ourselves, and why are we doing this? Because apparently I had no recollection of it, and apparently it was an idea.
It was. I don't remember whose idea it was. I don't know whose idea it was.
It was yours. I watched the video. It was yours. And then like halfway through it, you're like, why are we doing this?
You're like, why are we recording? Because you hit the button, Sean. I'm like, God damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that means I should probably at least start editing the other 2, and then you can edit yours. We should probably start releasing them at some point.
Yeah. Have you watched any of them?
Nope. Other than like the first, like the opening and then the end.
Right.
Well, yeah. The very first one we did before we went to Treehouse, that one's fine, right? Like that one's we split a beer before we're dead sober. After Treehouse, we weren't drunk, but like that was when we did the Madeira, I think, when we came back, because it was the first one we did was the first Gilded Grove, and then we did that again to make sure.
Before we left. Yeah,
that one was pretty good. I think the one we did after we got back to Treehouse, the first one was pretty good, and then it descended from there.
I remember I was pretty toasty after Treehouse because they gave me a $9 pour of a 8.5%.
Yeah. I remember my last pour was that Nitro double shot, which was like 8%. Yeah, they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like, but it's weird because the cutoff is probably like 8.5. So
Yeah.
like, because it's 8.48, it's like, oh, full pour.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but I haven't watched any of them in full. But yeah, we probably should just to make sure we. I mean, there's nothing we were gonna say silly unless we were embarrassed. I don't think we would have said anything really bad.
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we like. Because that's the one. That's the one thing that I don't remember is I don't remember us like just like rambling about shit like during the review. Like when we were doing the review, we were doing the reviews.
But the funny
I
thing
mean,
is,
maybe
all the reviews
rambling a
are
little bit
so
about the beer,
large
but
in size, which mean the videos are fucking long.
actually, hold on.
Oh no,
Let
the
me-
ones I sent you, I had to convert. I had to and re-encode so they're smaller. There were like 9 gigs, 12 gigs was one
Oh,
of them.
really?
Yeah. So
This
the ones I sent you, I
one's-
had to re-encode. Oh no, all of yours are like 2.5. And they're still the same quality, but I had to like convert them into like a different format so they'd be smaller to send.
Oh yeah, this one's almost 2 gigs and it's 14 minutes long.
Yep.
This one's almost 18 minutes long.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it is almost 2.5 gigs. And this one is like 1.75 gigs and it is 13 minutes long.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what a least length video is, but they're going to be a blast and people are going to love it.
actually, that's kind of impressive because I read those were in the order that we did them. So the last one was the shortest one
because we were fucked up.
Because I know why the second one is longer, and yeah, so I don't know.
It's gonna be fun. We'll go through them to make sure they're good, but then release them, and then people are gonna. You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be a blast. We're gonna look back on it as a memory, and
of a memory of the lack of memory.
Capsule in time of just when you're watching these videos, just imagine the pockets of time outside of the recording of how much fun Keith and I were having.
Yes,
because it was a fucking blast.
Yes, it was. At least from what I remember.
Yeah. But that being said, I'm never drinking with Keith again like that.
Yeah. No.
Until next time.
Yeah, right.
All right, should we wrap it up?
Yeah, let's do that.
To the one person that's still hanging on, it's probably just, I bet Mike just left his phone out. Mike just letting the stream go to give us the views.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. If that's you, then we appreciate it. If it's not you, go down in the comments. Who's still watching and still appreciates us? We're gonna watch comments.
Yeah.
Is it not Mike? All right, someone else left their phone on. They're like, oh nope, not gonna comment. All right. Well, thanks everyone. I hope these 2 hours were fantastic. Hopefully you watched the beginning because the beginning was the most fun where we did. If you're watching now and you didn't watch the beginning, go back. Or if you're watching in the future and you just fast forwarded, go back and watch the blind between the Treehouse and the Stellas because that was the funnest part. And be on the lookout very soon in the next week or two for the videos that Keith and I did 2 weeks ago. It's a ride. You have to watch them in order. If you watch them out of order, it's going to get weird. But if you watch them in order, it's just going to be like, it's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Anyways, Keith, anything you want to say?
No. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone.
Both you and the people that are watching.
And all the people. Now we have 2 people. Oh, well, we're ending the stream to the second person that just joined, but go watch the recording because it's better than probably what we've done in the last, unless you like Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, unless you like new metal. There's a good amount of new metal conversation and Ozfest conversation. Maybe you like that. But yeah, go to the beginning of the video. That's what the fun is. Anyways.
Yeah, like the first 20 or 30 minutes. Yeah.
Happy Friday, folks.
Bye, everyone.